Hello NCAC sports fans and welcome back to another episode of The Rundown. On this week's show we'll take our first look at spring sports action and recognize the NCAC Player of the Week selections in both men's and women's lacrosse. In NCAC women's lacrosse action, numerous teams are off to a hot start in 2017, led by the trio of Oberlin, Wittenberg, and Worcester with perfect 2-0 records. Oberlin junior midfielder Natalie Rochelle was named the NCAC Women's Lacrosse Player of the Week after leading the Yeowomen to a pair of wins on the opening week of the season over Heidelberg and Kalamazoo. After netting 4 goals and passing out 2 assists in the 17-2 win over Heidelberg, Rochelle added 5 goals and 2 more helpers in Oberlin's 22-2 home opening win over Kalamazoo on Saturday. Rochelle, who hails from Edina, Minnesota, had a hand in 6 of the Yeowomen's first 8 scores against the Hornets, which included these back-to-back goals that gave Oberlin a 3-0 lead just 6 minutes into the game. There's a full slate of NCAC women's lacrosse action on this week's schedule, as numerous league teams are on spring break trips. Highlighted by Kenyon taking on St. John Fisher in Florida on Wednesday night, and Wittenberg squaring off against Lynchburg in Texas on Saturday afternoon. And on the men's side, we are now 3 weeks into the 2017 NCAC men's lacrosse season, with 6 of the 9 league teams sitting at 500 or better, and the trio of Denison, DePaul, and Wabash leading the pack at 2-1 overall. After dropping a heartbreaking 11-10 overtime decision against Muskingum last Wednesday, the Hiram Terriers bounced back with a solid 16-12 home win over Alfred State on Saturday afternoon. Hiram freshman attack Tim Stuckey was named the NCAC Player of the Week after he paced the Terriers with 9 goals and 1 assist for 10 total points on the week, which included tying the program's single-game record with 6 goals in the win over Alfred State. After scoring 3 of his 6 goals in the first half against the Pioneers, the Bellbrook, Ohio native broke an 8-8 tie midway through the third on this goal at the 7:10 mark, before adding a pair of fourth-quarter scores to help the Terriers secure the 4-point win. And there are 12 total NCAC men's lacrosse games on the schedule this week, led by Kenyon hosting Aurora on Wednesday afternoon, and number 19 Denison taking on Montclair State on Saturday at the U.S. Lacrosse headquarters in Sparks, Maryland. And as always, NCAC sports fans, for up-to-date news, stats, and standings from around the North Coast Athletic Conference, you can visit our website at www.northcoast.org. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter at NCAC, as well as like us on Facebook. Well, that puts a wrap on this week's show, but be sure to join us again next time for another edition of The Rundown.